Today, if you're watching this video, this is the intro, to my new Cams Nasty Stik combo rod and reel. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple just to save time. We're going to be using the Bronze series, which is this one right here. Okay, I always use 6 pound high vis crappie line. I always use this. You won't see anything else on my rod and reels but that high vis. 6 pounds is maximum. Sometimes you'll see me use 4 pound, but 9 times out of 10 I stay with 6 pound. For this example, I got a little tennis ball on here, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to be casting. Okay, are you guys still with me? I want to make sure you're still with me. Okay, that's the one I'm going to be using. This one right here, I have a total of 4. This is my my silver edition. Okay, I designed this combo strictly for crappie. Okay, you can see the Portuguese cork handle, the Fuji reel seat, and let me tell you this: my rod and reels are microlights. They're pure carbon fiber. They're 2-piece rods, and I extended them from 6 feet to 6'2". Okay, it's very, very important for me guys to tell you that. But listen, go online, go to camscrappiehold.com. You'll see it right down here, and all you have to do is just click on go in the store, and if you can't find them, which are going to be right on the page as soon as it opens up, just scroll down, you'll see them. I have 4 different series. That's the silver, and to save time, this is the platinum. This is my signature series. Okay, the reason why my combos are different: number 1, they're designed for crappie and panfish. Number 2, the ball bearing system, the ARB. Okay, the ball bearing system. My platinum, which is my top of the line, has a total of 11 ball bearings. And why ball bearings? Because the more ball bearings you have, the less moving parts to tear up, and your rod and reel will last forever with those ball bearings. Okay, drink whatever you eat, pull your socks all the way up to your knees. I'm old school, and I want you guys to sit back and relax, and I want you to take this information in. Okay, I'm going to slow things down. It's not going to be a very long video, but I'm going to slow things down so you guys can understand exactly what I will be doing for spring 2019. Okay, this is a very, very important video. Okay, and while I'm at it, I want to say como está usted to all of my Hispanic brothers and sisters, because you guys have shown me a lot of love. So I have to send a special shout out to you guys. That's very, very important for me to do that. Okay, I'm going to pull up real quick, and I'm going to show you guys. There are 2 spots we're going to cover. Matter of fact, let me turn the boat around a little bit so you guys can see. I'm going to cover this point right here. At the second spot, you can see how muddy the water is. Okay, this is from all the runoff that we've had from the rain. And I want you guys to remember, if you get a chance, go by camscrappiehold.com. I'll have it right here below. You can see it. And we just put in our store, we just did an emailer of our new muddy water colors, plastics. Okay, I custom make them, so you guys won't have to pick and choose. I have them in a category. Listen, this is what you have to do. All you have to do is when you get on the web page, go to the burger, which is 3 lines. Okay, you click that tab, and you go down to tackle and hit the plus button. And when you hit that plus button, another drop down drawer will open up, and it'll say muddy water color plastics. Okay, you just go in there. If you guys fish a lot of muddy water, you won't have to guess no more. I have my custom baits in there, the colors that you will need to fish muddy water. Remember, when you're fishing muddy water, you have to use vibrant colors. You have to make it seeable to those crappie. Okay, so I just put those in the store. Go to camscrappiehold.com, and remember this. I want to share this with you guys. If you like this video and you think it's very useful, think it's very instructive, remember, like, share it, and subscribe. Share it with your friends. I appreciate that, and I want to say thank you guys so much for helping me cross over to 10,200 subscribers. That's very, very important to me. You guys have been with me. We've been online now for 2 years on YouTube, and we're also on Facebook at Cam's Crappie. Okay, and we're also on Instagram at Cam's Crappie Hole Apparel. All right, so listen, let's get ready to break this down a little bit. I'm going to show you a little bit more. We're in the cove. Remember, when you're getting ready for spring, it's important, as I just said at the last spot that we were at, be careful not to go too close to the bank, okay? Back off, okay? It's very important because you're going to have crappie that are still holding on those secondary points, okay? You're going to have some that are all the way in the shallows, and you're still going to have some that are on the secondary points, which is about 10, 15 yards out. They're in the deeper water. Layman's terms for secondary points, okay? You see the branches? As a matter of fact, this spot right here, February 10th, I was hammering them right here. I'm going to have that right below. I'll have a hyperlink so you can take a look at that video, okay? And this is the same spot that I will be killing them with, depending if I can catch them right in time. Right up here in the shallows, concentrated right on this point. It's only about 7 inches deep, 8 inches deep, right here. But the key thing is, you got overhang. Anywhere that you see overhang, trees and branches and brush piles in the water, that's where you want to stop, okay? Let me get a real close-up so you guys can see it really good. You see that? Remember, this video is particularly focused on this coming spring, 2019. You see this? Look how deep it is. You see that brush? Let me turn you around so you can see it. See that brush? Guys, I'm gonna nail them right here. They may be 10 yards this way, they may be 10 yards the other way. It's my job to find them, okay? Look how deep it is. Guys, that's probably 6 inches. And believe me, I'm gonna be losing a lot of jig heads. And that's why I send you guys, when you order from me, I send you 40 packs. Because with my new, let me say this. My new cams, nasty bend hooks, they are the sharpest hooks on the market. They're 3 times sharper than any hook that you'll get out there. And let me tell you this, when you order from me, I'm your tailor. When you order from me, I spring into action. I make those jig heads and those plastics just for you. Let's summarize. Always remember to work those tree branches wherever you see overhang, brush piles, and remember to bag the boat up. Don't get too close to the shoreline because you still have crappie, the females, the big females, because the females are the biggest of the species in crappie that are on those secondary points waiting for the males to get finished doing what they're doing, okay? That's very, very important. And I'm gonna show you guys when I'm casting. I got a little contraption that I rigged up and I'll be able to show it to you guys so you can see when I'm casting how I do it, okay? You guys can see this. I got a tennis ball and I'm gonna show you how I cast with my new cams, nasty Stik combos, okay? So listen, relax for a little bit and we're getting ready to head over to this cove and I'm gonna show you the second spot that I focus on as well, okay? I'm gonna show you guys how I'm set up. I wanna make sure you're right over my shoulder so you can see everything what I'm doing, okay? It's very, very important. Let me get myself together here. Let me get my coffee because I definitely don't want to spill it. Okay, put you right over my shoulder so you can see. So I'm gonna set up about 10 yards on the outside, okay? And what I will be doing is I will be getting all the way up there in those sticks. Let me see if I can throw this big boy. There you go. You see that? That's how I'll be throwing it. And listen, when I'm up there in the shallows, it's very important for you guys to remember. As soon as that jig hits, I hold my rod at 12 o'clock. You'll see me do that on the video downstairs. And the further I get away from the shallow water, I drop my rod tip, okay? Now I want you guys to see this. It's very, very important. The reason why I designed this rod to be 6'2", you can see how thin it is, okay? That's for sensitivity, okay? I don't want a big thick pole. I don't want a medium action pole. I don't want a heavy action pole. I want a micro light, okay? Exactly for this time of the year for casting and retrieving. So when I'm watching that high vis line, and sometimes I'll just see the line jerk, okay? This is very important. As opposed to you guys, when you feel that hit, don't start reeling fast. This is what you do. When you see that hit, or when you feel that hit, lift your rod tip up. You see how fast I take that slack out of there? Just by the twist of my wrist. Let me show it to you again, okay? I know you guys can see that tennis ball out there. So, I'm casting here. This is my new bronze series, okay? Rod and reel combo. You see that? Boom. You see how I got it up there? So I hold at 12 o'clock and I got a slow, steady, consistent reel, Okay, this rod is an extension of your arm. Anything that bumps it, a short strike, you can feel it. Okay, so when you feel that bump, this is what you do. Don't reel fast. Just pick the tip of that rod up. You see how the slack in that line picks up real quick? Look, you see that? That right there drives that hook, that nasty bend hook, right through the jaw of that crappie. Okay? Don't pretend like you're bass fishing. You don't have to do all that. Okay? Remember, crappie fishing is doing the little things big. So when you have slack in that line like that, pick that rod tip up. You see that? That's how fast that is. You can do that faster than doing this. Pick that rod tip up. Take that slack out. That's why I added an additional 2 inches onto this 6'2" two-piece rod, carbon fiber rod. Okay? It's very sensitive, very accurate, and it's tough. Which one can you do faster? Reel 3 or 4 times, or the flick of the wrist? That's all you have to do. The flick of the wrist. Pick that rod tip up 12 o'clock, it tightens that line up. Okay? 1/16 black nickel, nasty bend hook. Let me see if you guys can see the point of that hook. It's 3 times sharper than any hook that's on the market today. And let me say this to you. These don't sit on the shelf for 6 months, 8 months, when you go by and pick them up at your big box store. These right here I make exclusively just for you. Okay? So listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys how I'll be threading my curly tail jig. This is one of our plastics. This is the pink, pearl white, and chartreuse. Okay, I'm going to show you real close how I do it. Very simple. I take the point of my hook, run it down. Let me see if I can show it to you. I go halfway. Do not go 3/4. Halfway. And I take that bad boy and I bring it out just like this. This right here is the collar that holds it in place. If you want no collar on it, I have jig heads that have no collar. Okay? You take that and you push it all the way up on that collar. And you see how that action on that tail, how I got that little bit of bend in there? That's what I like. Okay? So that tail action is what drives those crappie crazy. So when you feel them bite, this is how they're going to bite. Boom. And you pick that rod tip up and it drives that extremely chemically sharp point right in the roof of their mouth. Listen, between my Cam's Nasty Stick combo and these nasty bend hooks and my exotic plastics, I think I said enough, to be honest with you. And let me say this. My combos are designed to throw a 1/32, 1/16 jig head, and a 1/8 ounce jig head. They're designed exclusively for that. Okay? Let me show it to you. Matter of fact, I'm going to use this one that I got on there right now. Let me show you how I cast. Boom. You see that? Look how far I'm up there. You see I hold that rod tip at 12 o'clock? As I get closer towards the boat, I drop that rod tip because I want that jig to dive deeper off in those secondary points where those females are located. Okay, look at that. I just grabbed something. Let me show you this. Anything this hook touches, that was a stick. It's going to grab it. That's why I give you guys a 40 pack. Jig that I have. Let me turn you around. Let me see if I can turn around a little bit. The #1 selling plastic that I have is that red, black, and chartreuse. You can see it right there. That's that 1/16 ounce, red, black, and chartreuse. I'm going to show you how I thread a stinger shad for you guys that love fishing with stinger shad. This is the pink, pearl white, and chartreuse stinger shad. Look at that tail. You see that tail moving? That tail never sits still. It always moves. It looks like it's alive. Okay? I want to make sure I show it to you guys real good. It's designed to look like a shad or a minnow. This is the stomach. This is the top where it's flat. Okay? The part that's flat, you take your hook, the point of your hook, remember, halfway. Halfway is the key. Okay? You bring it out right here. You see that? Turn your hook over. Remember, you're on the top side. This is the belly here. This is the top. And you push that jig all the way up onto the collar of that jig. The video either on the left side or the right side, you'll see subscribe. It's free. Just click the subscribe button, and when you click that subscribe button, you'll see a bell that comes up. Click that bell because you want to make sure that you get all of my future videos coming 2019. We'll be releasing every week and a half, every 2 weeks. Okay? So you'll be able to see and make sure that you get all of my notifications. One last thing I want to say to you guys, the other reason why I designed this rod and reel, This rod with a 6.2 is great for dock shooting. Okay, super, super, super rod for dock shooting. For all you guys out there that like to do dock shooting, this is an excellent rod and reel combo. Okay, all you gotta do is go on the line. I've done all the hard work, and let me tell you guys this: I have 10,200 subscribers, and all I have is 150 of these. I've already been accepting pre-orders the last 72 hours. Okay, so if you're interested, if you'd like to increase your arsenal, if you'd like to expand your arsenal, this is the rod and reel combo that you need. Cam's Nasty Stik. Okay, it's a micro light. For spring, it's going to be deadly. My Nasty Bin hook, my exotic plastics, along with the Cam Nasty Stik, crazy. Listen, thank you guys so much. I'm happy that you let me in your home. We're going to have a real good 2019, and remember, it's my job to make sure that I help you guys land more crappie in the boat. Remember, I'm Cam, this is the Crappie Hole, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, keep those hooks wet and keep those lines tight. Look at that. That's how much I'm going to get tangled up this year, the same way. Look at that. I can't even get myself together. Bingo. A little bit closer so we get all of it. Bingo. A little bit closer. There we go. Bingo.